Hey everybody, Clint here, back with a update on the renovations. Ultimately, this is leading up to the stereo, which is going to be right there. So if you're not into home renovations, just like I'm not, just see it as the beginning stages of the stereo. So anyway, we sanded this floor for 5 weeks, and then stained it. And the stain was going on a little bit weird. Went around and wiped it off with a towel the next day, and there was still stain pulling up. Waited a whole nother 24 hours for it to dry, and thought it was ready to go, so we varnished it, and then the varnish melted the stain and pulled it up into the varnish, so that nice even brown that I used to have isn't even anymore. You see along the walls here where there was where the belt sander met the rotary edging sander, it got really light. There were some big pools of stain which I've sanded off as much as I possibly could since then. Just big black lines, and then there was a couple here, and you could see basically everywhere the brush stroke stopped because it left a pool of stain. Then again, the line where the edging sander went, it didn't look like this when the stain was applied, which is really annoying. So now I'm hand sanding. So I thought, well, I could start all over again and go with the belt sander and take the whole floor down, but I'm not doing that because it's expensive for one, all that sanding material, plus it was already done. So what's it going to accomplish? So I'm sanding off essentially by hand all the dark spots, and it's kind of it's taken off the high spots of the grain, so it's kind of giving it. This I just sanded. I have to vacuum that and wipe it yet. Same right there. I was trying to lighten that a little bit more, but it's kind of giving it like a distressed look, almost rustic or weathered look. But the floor is really smooth now. So, I don't know, maybe people will think it's intentional. It's starting to look like vintage. I just sanded this whole area in that closet. Those are the sanding sponges I've been using. And you can see where I haven't sanded yet. So I'm going to move that. I have to do there, and then the hallway, and then there's a small bedroom to the left behind that paneled wall that I got to do. Once I get it all sanded, and you can see what it's looking like. Before it was all muddy and just looked like watery brown paint that was painted all over the floor. Now it's actually got some character back, I think, and it's a bit rustic. So then I'm thinking 2 to 3 coats of varnish, going with the satin varnish, and hopefully it looks good, and get a sand with 220 grit between the varnish coats. But here is the eventual resting location for the stereo. So you can see my salamander rack there, triple wide. I don't want to ruin the surprise, but it's going to be pretty cool. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Happy bearding. Beard's still big. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.